Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I will tell you I am so excited about this presentation today. I've done a lot of presentations, and I'm probably more nervous about this one than all the others put together because of the excitement of getting to honor my friend and the American hero, Mathew Salter. Before I start with our Veteran of the Week presentation, I want to tell you that today is also our hero, Mathew Salter's 75th birthday. Can you give him a hand? I also have a lot of his family, and yes, I will tell you, my family, because Mathew is my uncle, and yes, he is. He may deny that, but he is, yes. His family is in the gallery. I'd like for them to stand, if you don't mind. I'd like for all of his family to stand. Thank them for being here. And on the far right over here to me is my mom and my sister with his family. And this is my aunt over here, who is Mathew's wife, Sharon. So welcome them to the house also. So as you can see, I'm very excited about this special honor for Mathew Salter today. Mathew is an interesting family member and especially a hunting buddy and friend. I will tell you, Mathew and I have been buddies for a long time, and a little backstory. Mathew lost his spouse and my aunt lost her husband several years ago, and they managed to put their families together, and has been an absolutely fantastic family union of those two families, and got to just pretty much got to grow up with the family, and known Mathew for a long time, and become a great bird hunter buddy. We hung out a lot of things and gone on a lot of hunting trips, and there's still a toss-up as to whether I snore louder than he does, or if he snores louder than I do, and I've got someone we're going to pull into this argument at some time. But Mathew has been a wonderful family member, a great partner of mine, loves life, lives life, absolutely one of the funnest guys you'll ever see. And I'll tell you that because in all of those years of all the fun things that Mathew and I have shared together, I had no idea about his military heroism. I knew he was in the military. I love military history, and I was always prying at him about stuff about the military, and he'd tell me a little bit, but he wouldn't tell me hardly anything about himself. And just recently, Mathew had some life-changing events, you might say, and decided to kind of write his memoirs about mostly his military past, and had no idea he had some memorabilia and some logs that he had kept during his time in the service. And I got my hands on those through some family leverage, and finally got him to let us have those to read and see a little bit about his history, and found out that Mathew was a phenomenal hero, saved multiple lives in the military, has a Bronze Star, and many other things that you'll hear in the citation as we read that. But Mathew, I'm a little frustrated that you didn't tell me a little bit more about you, but I finally got the information, and I'm so happy to be a part of such a wonderful American hero. And with that, Mr. Speaker, would the clerk please read the citation?
Clerk will read.
Whereas the state of Oklahoma, as expressed by the Oklahoma House of Representatives, holds in the highest esteem and deepest appreciation all veterans for the sacrifices and contributions they have made in order to protect Americans from enemies both foreign and domestic, thus preserving the freedoms and privileges we hold dear, and whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives takes great pride in recognizing Gregory Mathew Salter on this day, Monday, April 26, 2021, for the selfless contributions and sacrifices he has made for his country, and whereas Gregory Mathew Salter joined the United States Navy in 1964 and immediately went through basic training in San Diego, California, and Hospital Corps School in 1965, where he received orders for deployment to the U.S. Naval Hospital at the Jacksonville Naval Air Station in Florida. He then volunteered for service in Vietnam, where he served as a hospital corpsman from 1966 to 1967, and whereas while serving in Vietnam, Gregory Mathew Salter was awarded the Bronze Star for his valor during an encounter with the Viet Cong, in which he was recognized as being responsible for stopping the enemy advancement and saving the lives of numerous Marines. He gives the Lord Jesus Christ the credit for his success by guarding and protecting him during his time in Vietnam. And whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives takes great pride in honoring Gregory Mathew Salter and sincerely thanks him for his extraordinary devotion to our great state and to the United States of America. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Todd Russ and Senator Brent Howard, the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to Gregory Mathew Salter sincere commendations and directs that this citation be presented.